What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing is mastering the song we've been working on our last video. What we did, we mixed some vocals. The video before that, we mixed the beat, and on the first video we made the beat. So before we export the whole track to get it ready to master, what we want to do is just we want to meter everything, make sure we're hitting around -6 on our stereo out, and for that we're just going to be using multimeter as well as this meter here. So we're just going to be playing it probably about from the verse and then to the loudest part, which is where the 808s come in, and then we're just gonna meter and make sure we're hitting around -6. So let's get started.
Oh girl, I see you be looking at me. We could wake up to the California sunrise, smoke Halloween and just unwind, yeah. Hit up a island, we could dance all night, yeah. Cause we live in California, yeah. Living in the Golden State, yeah. We could just dip to the bay, then dip to LA, we could be okay, yeah. We ain't got work.
So pretty much we're hitting -6. So now that we know that, we could just bounce the whole track. So to get the best bounce, you want to go file, go to bounce, project or section, put PCM, put wave 24, turn this off, press OK, and then we're just gonna name it Livin in California Mix. So this might take a while, so I'm gonna bounce it, and then we're gonna open it up in a new project, and we're gonna get started, get ready to master. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I ended up bouncing it, and I put in a new project file, and the 3 plugins we're gonna be using right now is just the level meter, the multimeter, as well as the loudness meter. And for the loudness meter, we're gonna put this at -12. The level meter, we're gonna put this probably about -1. And right now we're gonna be using the multimeter, so I'm gonna put these other 2 meters on the TV that I have connected. We're gonna look at the analyzer, see where we're at pretty much when it comes down to the whole song. We're gonna put it here, and we're just gonna start from here.
Hit up a island, we could dance all night, yeah. Cause we live in California, yeah. Living in the Golden State, yeah.
And you can see we're kind of lacking in the highs and probably upper mid. So now that we know that, we could get started. So I'm gonna put everything on the track here, and the first thing we're gonna do is EQ. And the EQ, I always like to use the vintage, the tube EQ, and I've always used the preset, the Master Shine preset, and this is just a preset, so you could always tweak stuff within this and then see what sounds best.
Hit up a island, we could dance all night, yeah. Cause we live in California, yeah. Living in the Golden State, yeah. We could just dip to the bay, then dip to LA, we could be okay, yeah. We ain't gotta worry about nothing. Me and you together, we something. I'm happy if we stay in your bed and cuddle all night or go out and function.
Okay, so I like how it's sounding. Next thing we're gonna do is add another EQ, and we're gonna be using the vintage, the console EQ. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put bus, master, enhance, mix, and we're just gonna mess with this.
Ooh girl, with you by my side, I'll be alright, yeah. Ooh girl, with you by my side, I'll be alright, yeah. You my baby girl, like to dance tonight until your body hurt, yeah. Gold heels passing through the window, by the MS up next, take off your skirt, yeah. Making love in the back of the seat. Let's take our time, enjoy it while.
Okay, so I like how it's sounding. Next thing we're gonna do is just gonna drop a compressor, and the compressor I'm gonna use is the Waves, the C1 compressor, and this one we're just gonna use it to get the peaks of the whole track. So we're gonna put the ratio at 2:1. I'm gonna leave the attack and the release same, and I'm just gonna move the threshold just a little bit down, and that's just to get the peaks. So we're gonna probably be going where the 808s come in, probably just a little bit above it.
Island, we could dance all night, yeah. Cause we live in California, yeah. Living in the Golden State, yeah. We could just dip to the bay. Island, we could dance all night, yeah. Cause we live in California, yeah. Living in the Golden State, yeah. We could just dip to the bay, then dip to a.
So pretty much that's just to get the peaks of the song. So next thing we're gonna do is gonna add another compressor, but this one's gonna be for color. And personally, I've always liked using this the vintage. Which one is it? This one here, the vintage. Oh, so I'm put the auto gain off. I'll put the quick attack and a quick release, and this is gonna be mostly for the color of the song. And I'm gonna put this there, put ratio 2:1. I'm just gonna mess with threshold just where it's barely moving, and then that's just to get the color of the compressor onto the song.
Island, we could dance all night, yeah. Cause we live in California, yeah. Living in the Golden State, yeah. We could just dip to the bay, then dip to LA, we could be
last thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna add a limiter, and to limit the song, we're just gonna be using the R1 limiter by waves. Let me just fade this in, and we're gonna do this just to make it louder overall, just a little bit before we drop ozone 8. And for the LC, most people put -3, but I just do a whole dB. I don't know why. I've always liked it. And we're just gonna move the threshold down a little bit just to make it a little bit louder.
By my side, I'll be alright, yeah. Ooh, girl, I see you be looking at me. We could wake up to the California sunrise, smoke Halloween and just unwind, yeah. Hit up a bike and we can dance all night, yeah. Cause we live in California, yeah. Living in the Golden State, yeah. We could just dip to the bay, then dip to LA, we could be okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna probably just leave it there, and the last thing we're gonna do is just drop Ozone Elements 8, and it's by Isotope. So I'm gonna go here, and then we're gonna use a track assist, but we just gotta make sure we're at the loudest part, so probably about here, and we're just gonna turn on the master assist. So streaming next, play.
Violin, we can dance all night, yeah. Cause we live in California, yeah. Living in the Golden State, yeah. We could just dip to the bay, then dip to LA, we could be okay, yeah. We ain't gotta worry about nothing. Me and you together, we something.
So now it gives us some estimates on what they would do, is that they would bring up the highs and the upper mid. So now we know that, we could just go within the console EQ, and we could just probably bring it up just a little bit, not too much, and we'll probably bring the highs just a little bit lower, because I guess it's over, we have too much of it. Probably do something like that, and then we could retrack it, and then there we could use one of the presets within Ozone. So I'm gonna redo this part.
We can dance all night, yeah. Cause we live in California, yeah. Living in the Golden State, yeah. We could just dip to the bay, then dip to LA, we could be okay, yeah. We ain't gotta worry about nothing. Me and you together, we something. I'm happy if we stay in your bed and cup.
So that would actually, I don't know if it moved, but we're not gonna touch it anymore. And the last thing we're gonna do is drop a preset, and it's gonna be the adaptive dynamics. I've always liked using this preset just because it doesn't really do much to it, and the dynamics of the song always stays pretty well done. So I like how it sounds. And then this, we're gonna put this one actually at -3, and we're gonna move the threshold, but we're gonna take out the loudness meter, and we're gonna be aiming for -12. So I'm gonna probably play it where it's at right now, and then we're just gonna move the threshold down.
Smoke Halloween and just unwind, yeah. Hit up a violin, we can dance all night, yeah. Cause we live in California, yeah. Living in the Golden State, yeah. We could just dip to the bay, then dip to LA, we could be okay, yeah. We ain't gotta worry about nothing. Me and you together, we something. I'm happy if we stay in your bed and cuddle all night, or go out and function. Ooh, girl, you left my mind, I didn't even wanna sleep, yeah. Let's go wherever you want to go. Wake up one morning and hit the snow. Wake up.
So pretty much now that we have it like this, what we're going to be doing is we're going to bounce the whole track. It's pretty much done. I don't plan on adding anything else to it, except for one more thing, and that's going to be the S1 imager. So pretty much anything under 6, I'll probably put at 600 where it was. And then we're just gonna widen it up just a little bit, and then that's just to spread everything out.
Up the next day, go with the flow. As long as I'm with you, we on the go. Cause, ooh girl, with you by my side, I'll be alright, yeah.
So now that we have it widened, we're gonna bounce this track, and then we're gonna check it on this website that I like using. Pretty much give us an estimate of what our song's gonna sound like when we upload it to streaming websites. I'm gonna bounce it, and then we're gonna check it again. We're gonna do the same thing. Go to File. Go Bounce, Project Section, Wave 24, Real Time, and we'll put OK, and then we're going to name this Livin in Cali Master. So I'm going to bounce it, and then we'll be right back. The website we're going to be using is www.loudnesspenalty.com, and the reason I like using this because you just pretty much grab your master file, you drop it in here, and it's going to process and analyze the audio, and it's going to pretty much tell you how your song's going to sound out in all streaming platforms. So Spotify is going to bring it up 3 dBs. Pandora's gonna bring it up 3 dBs, and iTunes is gonna bring it up 1 dB. And YouTube and Tidal aren't gonna touch it. So now that we know this, we could go back within our master track and we could bump it up 3 dBs. That way, Spotify and iTunes won't do it themselves. We could do it for them, and it won't really mess with anything. So we could probably just bring this, probably do this 1 dB, and then with this one we could do it probably about there maybe. And I'm gonna rebalance it, and we're gonna check it one more time, and then we'll see pretty much what it does. If you guys want to go to this website, I put the link in the description so you guys can go check out the website. It's free. There's no subscription. It's nothing. You just drag your master file in there, and it pretty much tells you how your song's gonna sound like. So I'm gonna bounce it one more time, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I bounced it again. So we're gonna check it and we're gonna check the file again. So we're just gonna, let me minimize this, and I'm pretty sure we got it this time. And so pretty much iTunes is gonna bring it up a whole dB. Spotify is gonna bring it up 0.4, and Pandora's gonna bring it up 0.9, and Tidal's gonna bring it 2. I'm cool with this. I don't really mind it that much. So I'm just gonna leave the master how it is, and I'm gonna upload it to DistroKid. There's a link in the description if you guys wanna upload your own music to all streaming platforms. Go for it. You upload it to DistroKid. I think it's like $20, and then they upload it to all like Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, pretty much every major streaming platform. So why wouldn't you? It's $20. The link is in the description. Go check them out. And I'm just gonna leave the video here. So I hope you guys learned something new and how to master a track. By the time you guys watch this video, I'm pretty sure the song's gonna be all out. It's gonna be out everywhere. So I'm gonna put the link in the description of the song so you guys go check out the full song. And I hope to see you guys next time. We're probably gonna make something a little bit darker maybe when it comes to a whole new song. We'll find out. I'm aiming for something darker. So I hope to see you guys next time. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.